Hello everybody, I am Sacred and thank you for joining me in my let's play of Hearts of Iron 4 as the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Well, we were the UK, now we are proudly the British Empire under Her Majesty's rule, or Her Empress rule, I think you would call it, Queen Elizabeth II. I haven't uploaded this episode for quite a while, so I decided that it's time now to upload this episode once more. So when the game finishes loading, we shall get straight into the game. Let's see, single player, load, and Iron Man. We're on the 3rd of August 2006. We control a vast empire called the British Empire. And yeah, we are currently, I think, waging no major wars, are we? Not really. But we are preparing some wars, that's for sure. For one instance, we want to disband the NATO. Yeah, disband the NATO, that's quite easy. We just have to make the USA get royalists as well. Although that's sometimes easier said than done, to be honest. If we check the Americans, they are 30% royalist. But they have the political establishment, so I don't think that the Royalist Party will, to be honest, gain any influence. Let's check. Yeah, it's basically losing influence because they got the political establishment. Yeah, there we go. So it just can't rise. It's staying at 30.03%. It can't go above that 30.03, and yeah, it just goes down. So we have to withdraw our support from the, well, our boosting of the popularity of the US. We cannot stage a coup because they are, well, obviously in our same faction. But instead we can get some other countries on our side, can we? Let's see who is a strong country with a vital industry we could meet. I mean, the problem is I kind of don't want to be on my own when I leave the NATO. It seems like I will be on my own, so that's not that good actually. Anyways, let's check here. We control the British, well, we control British India as well. We're training our army, which is getting ready to push against Myanmar. Well, the justification is done rather late, therefore, let's go to the details here. See, we have a vast empire, although our army isn't so vast. We have a war goal against Namibia. Yeah, let's go ahead and declare war against Namibia. Declare war and call allies. The British Empire goes to war, such a surprise, may the heavens help us. So there we go. Now this unit just push into the area. Just push inside, so there we go, superb. Of course, all of the NATO joined, but I don't think that the, well, NATO will be rather useful here, because, well, we will simply take care of them quick. So it even wasn't, well, that necessary, in other words, to declare war on them. But, well, we did it, and we're gonna march into Namibia now and take care of them at once. That's about the Namibians. Well, it took some time until all of the countries joined, that's for sure. There you see our motorized brigades are advancing quick into the Namibian territory. Yeah, I need 27,600 mechanized because I'm training a vast army of 1 more million. I'm training 77 more motorized divisions, yes, 77 motorized divisions. And Spain, you can keep your troops, thank you. Spain has called the Republic of China as our enemy. I will look to that. Well, next time if I declare war, I'll look to that. Algeria is winning against Morocco. I wouldn't have expected that the Moroccans would actually lose against the Algerians. Well, it seems like they are. Why exactly, though, is the question. Are they fighting themselves? I mean, why are the Algerians fighting the Moroccans? Do we have a... Apparently it's a Moroccan war on Algeria. So Morocco did declare why ever a aggressive war on Algeria. And now they are paying for it dearly. Here the Democratic Republic of Congo. There we go. Why does the Spanish have some score as well? That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna take Namibia. All of them nevertheless. And there we go. Welcome back. Welcome back to the British Empire. Well, we have to take South Africa, Zimbabwe, and the other countries as well. And these two we'll take rather quite unopposed, but the rest, well, they may prove a problem. There we go. I want to get through these countries here, so let's take actually, well, Zimbabwe and Botswana. I guess Zimbabwe and Botswana next. So with Zimbabwe we're justifying Botswana the same. Goes for the justification. After we took these countries, I will focus on Tanzania. There we go. Therefore we'll have to diplomacy justify a war goal, conquer Tanzania. Alright, now we can send our army already up against Zimbabwe because they will fall next. Speed up the game. I mean, our army isn't that huge yet, but I mean, our industry is simply superior, just insanely huge. Okay, we are currently building lots of, well, you can see we have so many factories that as we simply don't know what to do. Oh, apparently I did also justify against Brazil. I, to be honest, completely forgot about that occasion. Or did I have already done that? I mean, how could we possibly invade the Brazilians improperly? Let's see, they have, well, 43 to 71 divisions, although a preemptive nuclear strike on Brazil will finish the job quick when we simply invade Rio de Janeiro. Let's see, do we have a, let's, out of 10, out of 6, I'm looking for good areas, but the best one is the island, is Ascension Island. Yeah, so we'll have to send our troops into Ascension now, it seems like. Or we can redirect the invasion from the British Empire as well here, but let's get some Marines. I'm sure we have some Marines here. Marines, they're still training. Here, there they are. They are on the way, yes, to Ascension Island. And the armored division here is just waiting, ready to strike. Ready to strike against the Myanmarians. To restore the fullest extent of the British Raj. Well, as I said, our core population may seem low with only 50 million, but you have to consider that our non-core population is so big that we cannot see it. That's certainly, yeah, how it is. Well, Russia is certainly, well, destroyed, I'm sorry, but they are kind of a part of the NATO, they are part of Spain, Ukraine, etc. Quite funny here, what seems like. Our next goal will be Brazil. The Brazilian-British War. We have quite a bit of infantry equipment, so I could just spam basically some infantry units, but I don't aim to do that. But I have such a high manpower, to be honest, such a high manpower. Yeah, simply insane how high it is. Yeah, well, for Botswana is finished, and Zimbabwe as well, so that one quick. Let's get Her Majesty's army up and create a, well, a product line so they border both countries. There we go, and then we'll declare war against Zimbabwe and Botswana at once. I don't need your troops, thank you. Oh, really? Well, you know what? Simply accept it, but not use it. It's simply accept their kind offer to give us their troops, but we are not going to use them nevertheless. They are ready. Zimbabwe, go ahead, declare war. There we go, and same goes for Botswana. Oh, such a surprise! The British Empire goes to war. Who would have expected that? Who would have expected that? Would you? Right or not, would you? Botswana and Zimbabwe. Let's call it war the Restoration War. Yeah, we should call it the Restoration War. I don't know why. Oh, they aren't assigned. No, I don't want to remove the army. God damn it! Why did I just remove it? Yeah. No, that was a mistake. Why did I? The Marines should be a separate army because they'll prepare the invasion here. We can combine these troops. Right from Ascension Island up to Rio de Janeiro. I guess I even don't need that many troops, to be honest. That's simply overkill. Because let's get the half of this. Let's get the half up. So rather, let's get 10 troops. 10 troops should be somewhat alright. These 10. There we go, fine. Attention, get ready for invasion. Against Rio de Janeiro. Alright, they are still training. They are training for quite a time, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, they are in the Asian theater. Let's create a American theater. American theater. There we go. And the 10 of them, well, we could basically just send white because we have no need for them. Let's see which country could win that next. So we are gonna take care of Brazil. It's about Brazil. Well, who will come next? I guess after Brazil, we'll take care of Bolivia. Yeah, we should take care of Bolivia. And then Argentina and then Peru. We're gonna take every country out one by one. I'm sorry, but the world will be under the British rule. Britannia rule the waves, isn't it? Well, industrial-wise, I'm still encountered other ones. Military-wise, I think I got everything I need. Sport battalions we can. Armor. No. Artillery. Yeah, let's get perhaps advanced artillery. Yeah, let's get that. There we go. Researching it. No focus yet. Well, I mean, what could we possibly even research? We could get a continuous focus, that's a thing. Army training, spread subjects, construction engineering, naval production, that doesn't change anything really though, air production, and that doesn't change anything as well. Construction, I mean, I don't need that. The Democratic Socialist Party of Progress has been put in power in Morocco, such a surprise. I don't need really anything to research. So, well, I could do the infrastructure project, but I don't think there's a need for that. I mean, our empire is steadily advancing, but I don't know. What do we have here? We just have a research. Well, I mean, look to that. If you do it, well, that is quite nice. I'm gonna go for the military truck production because I mean we are producing lots of military trucks. Therefore, it will be only smart to lower its total cost for minutes. When is our army ready? Auto supply. Rupert Smith, the good old Rupert Smith, will be responsible for the invasion. These, well, first of these troops will go there, and these 11 we can simply send to the Flat Islands. They can disembark. Our war goal is available until the 24th of October 2006. So we have an airfield there as well. Let's deploy some of our best bombers, some of our pristine best bombers in the area, which will require 29,000 manpower. Well, let's do that anyways here. There we go. I could simply create a huge army with only, well, just consisting of military, infantry equipment. But I think that's not the thing that we want. Our manpower is truly too high. We only have a limited conscription, but we still have a manpower of 5 million. So if I would possibly increase that, for example, those clearing the barrel, then I would get a manpower of, I don't know, 100 million. Just imagine 100 million troops. You can do whatever you want. So that's, yeah, we can use that sheer amount of manpower for our, well, world conquest of the British Empire. Because I'm sure most of you want to see Britain great again. Let's speed up the game and let's prepare ourselves for the last, well, preparations against the Brazilians. The Brazilians will, well, get a heavy blow. A heavy blow which they would certainly not expect. I mean, they certainly didn't expect us to just nuke them and crush the country. We are getting a nuke roughly, I would say, every second week. That's quite nice. Bomber waiting for others. Standing by. You're gonna go for Brazil and for strategic bombing. Oh, look at that. I have so many tasks active, but I still have 3 factories. Well, what should I do? I mean, we are running out of slots, to be honest. We can't build anything in the British Empire. Well, we can build it in the Russian sector, so let's build factories in the Russian sector, I guess. We can, yeah, put them to good use. Let's build, well, I guess, let's build them here. Let's maximize it out properly. There we go. So now we should be busy for a while, I think. Yeah. Well, the Russians didn't manage to protect their country. Well, I mean, we are doing a favor. We are just helping them to build the Russian economy out. That's great. I mean, it's way too easy. We have all of the NATO on our side. If we would have been on our own, I am sure the Russians would have won the war. But now, if we look to Russia, how big they are, that's left. That's left of Russia. That's all left of Russia. That's Russia, basically. Kazan, that's Russia. SPS, conservative. That fancy guy called Sergei Kirienka is the leader of Russia. They still have a really huge air force. They have a bigger air force than we do, but they have 2 military and zero civilian factories, so they cannot advance. I feel really sorry for them, but Kazan. And the good thing is Kazan. I think Kazan is mainly like it's half-half. Half are Tatars, and half are Russians living in Kazan. So it's like a, well, funny that. So the population of Russia is now more, I think, half Muslim and half Orthodox, etc. That's quite funny. Ukraine grabbed lots of land for themselves, them Ukrainians. And it certainly really benefit from the war. So it's Spain, but we are, well, our industry is simply, well, just immensely huge. Ship design. Now let's get the Royal Navy, shall we? Capital ship carrier armor, plus 50%. Well, we shall get the Royal Navy. Let's get the Royal Navy. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to declare war against Brazil, and now I cannot. In every episode, I forget to declare war. It's such a big shame, but I'm sorry. We have to wait until the 20th of February, but until then we should be ready. Oh, that's a shame. Whatever, nothing to do about that. It's my fault. Please accept my, well, excuse, but I simply, I'm unforgettable. Especially if that's the case, obviously. Really, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and, well, carrier for ahead of time is a cruiser 3. Let's get a better missile cruiser. We have 3 military factories. Well, 1 to be precise. Which isn't that much. We could need more main battle tanks, perhaps. Yeah, we could need more planes though as well. I mean, planes you don't really need, I'd say. Although, let's get more main battle tanks. We are producing tons of motorized equipment. We can, yeah, tons of. I mean, I have plus 248,000 infantry equipment. That's a real immensely high number. I'm training them in Cornwall. Yeah, they are getting ready here. That's the core of our army. In training Cornwall. Let's go ahead and tell them actually to train. Let's tell them to train here. To train. Let's add more units here and deploy them in the greater London area, but let's add so many as we can. There we go. We want to have a huge army, yeah. We are training now in total, believe it or not, 1.58 million men. 1.58 million men. That's, yeah. War goal against Southern Myanmar. So Myanmar, I'm sorry, a huge army won't help you. Declare war, and this time I'm going to call all allies. The British Empire goes to war. All diplomats of the British Empire have failed. Their differences will be sorted out now on the battlefields. Well, let's sort our differences out then on the battlefield, shall we? Well, it's taking always some time until the countries join, you know the drill. But we have to restore the true glory of our beloved nation, of the British Empire. Although it's funny because Northern Ireland is not included in the flag. I'm sure that Northern Ireland was a part of the British Empire, and the flag has been changed until since the years 1800. So I think it should be included, but it certainly isn't. So let's go from the defensive to the offensive. Our tanks will push straight into the sector. These divisions they have to recover, but the General Michael Rose shall manage it just well. Let's see, let's nuke Myanmar a couple of times. Napavdiov drop, well, we have no nukes, but we are pushing simply quick. Taking a, let's see, Armored Division. Yeah, they are doing so well because it's a mountainous area. But I don't think we need to waste our nukes on them, to be honest. Look at East Turkestan. Oh, they have the same border as Xinjiang, I just see. But they have a quite high of a population, therefore. Yeah. Our only subjects is the Kingdom of Hong Kong, East Turkestan, and the Kingdom of Tibet. That's our only subjects. Focus. I want to go for the military truck production in order to produce more, and justification for Tanzania is finished. Then let's go ahead against the Tanzanians. I don't wanna attack from the Spanish sector, I'm sorry. But I would rather not like to get the Spanish involved. Go to capture that. Then let's also justify against the Kenyan state. Well, they are nationalist. They are nationalist, and we shall not accept that. Yes, the Kenyan said it will be, as well as then what's next? Who is next? Against, let's say, Somalia. Yeah, Somalia. Although was Somalia part of Great Britain? I'm not sure actually. Well, let's go and justify against the Ugandan states. They against the Jumhuriyat as Sudan. Jumhuriyat as Sudan. So, but first against the Ugandan state as well. Against these two. Sudan will come later. We have to push again, I mean, first into Tanzania. And why are they all stacking on one province? Does that make any sense? I mean, I did assign them certainly to 2 provinces. What do? They all stack on 1 province. I don't know why, but the AI sometimes simply means out of the, well, thought. Simply not smart. Okay. We shall research modern fatigues, yeah, that's always helpful. And we got the advanced artillery. We can't advance anymore, yeah, let's do the advanced artillery upgrade, that's fine. Oh, we can't attack from there because there's a sea. Well, that's no problem. And then, I'm sorry, declare war. We're gonna fight against you on our own. Push against Dodoma. We're gonna drop a nuke on them because that's gonna make things certainly easier. Deploy our pristine bombers there. 55 we have. Perhaps too many we deploy, but that should be alright. Outdated equipment is in production. Well, let's change the outdated equipment to not outdated then. We have artillery here, I think. Yeah, let's get it to advanced. We are really producing so less. That's interesting. Spain, well done Spain. So, the nuclear bomb is getting deployed. We have 3 dockyards. I mean, why am I not producing any ships at the moment? Oh yeah, because I needed convoys, I think, yeah. I have 503 now. I have 503 convoys, but I will start building. Let's build, well, more. We are getting, let's build more carriers here. Carrier in Cornwall. Our navy is here. Now we have a huge navy. We have 7 carriers, 7 bloody carriers. I mean, if that's not huge, I wouldn't know what to say. And our nuclear bomb. Oh, we don't have air supremacy in the sector, I forgot. Let's take them, they're still deploying. We have, I think, fighters here. We can tell them to go for air supremacy in the sector, and there we go. And goodbye, the fighting will be over. Our units will just fall into the sector. And if you see, they all lost organization. It's just a question of time. Really, I'm running out of sectors where to build my industry at. That's rather scary. Let's maximize all of these sectors. I'm sure it should be just fine now here. We are really building out the Russian sectors because, well, surprise, surprise, we have no slots left on our peninsula. No, none. Also, after that, I'm gonna build lots of naval dockyards here. Lots of naval dockyards. Especially in the Russian border region. Maximize them all out. So, Russia will be our main constructor of factories. Our main, well, deliverer of ships. Our ships will be all made in Russia. So made in Russia it will be, not made in China, made in Russia instead. Yeah, that's quite funny. I have 42 infantry divisions here, well, which are authorized ones, of course. I can add them to this army though, but they need some certain training. They need training for sure. Now let's get the field marshal here, that's lots. Myanmar should capitulate at once. Tanzania, well, we could need one more nuclear bomb, but we should just manage fine to push in, to be honest. I see no problem there. Yeah, should just do fine. We have some free naval dockyards, motorized. We always need motorized, therefore, guess what? We're gonna build more motorized. Build motorized. What's that? The peace treaty? Oh, against Myanmar. We're gonna take all of the provinces. I'm sorry. There we go. And the turn. And there we go. Welcome home, Myanmar. Welcome home. Now the true glory of the British Raj has been restored. Yes. And now here I wanted to get more motorized equipment up and producing. There we go. We're gonna train and add as much as we can. Our army, yeah, will reach a immensely high size, immensely high. It will be unbelievable. So the justification against the Brazilians is done quite soon. But anyways, I'll have to take a cut here, so thank you all for watching me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am Sacred, and I am out. Have a good day to you all, and see you next time. Goodbye.